Hello there, welcome to my greenhouse. I'm going to give you a little tour of what's inside, how I have it work without power, and how I get water over here. So as you can see, I have some panels removed here in the greenhouse. I take those out after the last frost and then put them back in when I know there is going to be a frost again. And the panels come out pretty easily. I'll show you how to do that on the inside. On the roof we have panels as well, and we did not make those removable. My husband and I built this greenhouse ourselves, and I designed it. So let me take you inside. So it is a steamy 110 in here today. And I built the raised bed first. And then after I built the raised bed, then we built the greenhouse around it. I will show you some pictures in the video of how I did that. And then I added soil and got right to work. Built this lovely bench where I put some pots on and I grow stuff in them, and then over here on the wall I also hung some planters and used those. Right now I'm only using one of them. So as you can see, right now I have in here tomatoes, peppers, basil, and a few flowers. I did have lettuce at the beginning of the year, but it gets too hot in here for lettuce. So what I found was last year I grew tomatoes outside. It rained a lot, and when it rained, the leaves started turning yellow from the powdery mildew. And then also I ended up getting the moth that lays its eggs on it, and I had several of those little big green caterpillars, if they get big, munching. And in here I'm noticing that I'm not getting those this year, so I don't know if it happens to be the greenhouse, but the green leaves are a lovely color. My peppers also are doing really well in here, and the basil as well. So the way that this stays warm during the cooler months, usually I close the panels. After I close the panels, what keeps this warm are these 5 jugs of water, and they just keep it above freezing until probably into January. And then once January hits, it can get freezing in here. But then if you have lettuce growing, lettuce usually can survive for a little while, even when you get those freezing temperatures. Right here I have a rain barrel. It doesn't collect the rain. At one point I thought maybe I could collect rain and bring it in, but I have not done that. What I do is I pump water from my lake across the street and fill that up, and then give this bed and the rest of my flowers a good soak in on the days that I fill that up. And then other days when I come out here, all I need to do is just fill up my bucket, and I usually do 1 whole bucket on this side, 1 whole bucket on that side, and then another bucket to fill the rest of these. So that is how it works. With the panels open, it doesn't get too hot. As you can see, it's 110 in here, but that's about right for what's growing in here. And then during the winter, it can get up to even 90 in here, and during the day. When the sun goes down, then it cools down, but with the barrels, it helps keep it warmer. I have the panels out back here, and I'll show you those. So these are the 2 panels that I took out, and then I just easily put them back in. And I'll show you what I use to put those panels back in with. So the panels came out, and all I did was, this is removable. There's 2 here for this panel. So I slide the bottom of the panel down into the sleeve there, and put the upper part into the sleeve up here, and then kind of push it all in, and then I unscrew these panels these support for the panels and screw them in, and it holds it right in nice and tight. It is insulated in here, all the walls, not the ceiling, and obviously not the panels. I close this in the winter. Sometimes I've put a cover over the door a little bit, but other than that, that's about all that I do to keep this greenhouse running. And I have food in here sometimes as early as March, not every year. It depends on if I can get it in or not. Another thing that I want to show you is I fill up these bottles right here, and there is ceramic. Let's see if I can take one out. So there's ceramic, and what it does is it just leaches the water right into the soil as the soil dries out. I just filled these up yesterday, and there's still quite a bit in there. It probably lasts 2 to 3 days. I've never really counted exactly, but these are a nifty little gadget in here. I love using them. I also have a solar light in here that works really well. Solar panel is right up here, and then the light is right here. Kind of yucky up there. I can't really get up there very much to clean it, so sorry about that. One year I had strawberries hanging from here, and then I ended up planting them outside, so now I got the strawberries outside. But sometimes I use those planters, sometimes I don't. Depends on my mood and what I feel like doing. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed my tour of my lovely greenhouse. If you find my videos entertaining or useful, please click like and subscribe.